Hi, it's a Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I wanted to do a review of a product I've been trying. It's a distance dermatologist. Okay, we'll get into it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. And this is the product that I'm talking about. This is Musley Face RX. And Musley is a company that will send you prescription strength products specifically picked for your skincare needs by a dermatologist. My dermatologist happens to be in New Jersey. I live in the state of Washington. Never seen the person, never met the person, never spoken to them. But what I started doing was I filled out a questionnaire, talked about my skincare goals, talked about the type of products I use, what my skincare regimen was like, and then on top of that, what sort of actives I was currently using. And then they were able to tailor make something that would suit my skin needs. And I have been using this product specifically called the Spot Cream for the last 90 days. So this is one of those things where I have been skeptical. I have been looking for like a decade and a half for something that would get rid of this spot right here. So this hyperpigmentation spot hit me at 30, and I know that what happens is your skin gets damaged, and after, multiple exposures for various lengths of time, then it starts to come to the surface. But this little dark spot has been here since I was 30, and I felt like it popped up in a day, and I'm sure it was like multiple opportunities to expose my skin to unprotected, like I was in the sun, I was not wearing SPF, and in my 20s and 30s, I only wore SPF if I went to the pool or I was spending the whole day at an amusement park or I was going to be out on the beach. Like, those are the wrong reasons to wear SPF, and now at 45 I know that you need to wear SPF 50 every day. Rain or shine, winter, summer, spring and fall, like all the time. And so I feel like I've been able to keep this spot from getting darker and to keep a lot of other excess pigmentation at bay by using SPF. But what I really wanted was to get rid of this. I did have a little melasma spot that popped up here last summer. I have a couple of dark spots here, and then there's a couple of spots right over my eyebrows. There's like one here, and a little blob on my lip. The other dark spots I have on my face, I used to have a lot of, I would call it hormonal acne from my mid-30s, I would say maybe early 30s until about 40, 41, right here, all the time. And so I feel like my skin, you can even still see it, it's like darker right here, but that's where the acne would always kind of creep up, and it would either be pink or brown or red or whatever, and I feel like those spots never really have gone away. So my goal was to find something that would take care of these. So after so many years of trying failed spot treatments, really high active ingredient things to less expensive brands like Inky List and The Ordinary, really expensive brands where I paid, more than $100 for like a spot cream. I used to use the CE Ferulic, which is supposed to help, get rid of some pigmentation. Anyway, the truth is there's been a lot of things that I've tried over the years, from really high end to really budget. And I never really saw any significant changes. There was nothing that I have used in the past, and I've probably tried over 30 different things. I was like, what else is there? And I saw, and I don't know if it was Instagram, YouTube, Google, I don't know where, I saw an ad from Musely. And I'm always, the first time I would see an ad like that, like a decade ago, I would have been like, great, let's do it. And I sat on this ad and kept seeing it over and over again for almost a year and a half. Like, it took me 18 months to finally be like, okay, let's just see. So it costs $60 every 2 months. So it's $30 a month. I normally don't spend $30 every month on skincare. I normally run out of something and I get what I need, and I might spend like $100 in one chunk, and it'll be several more months until, so maybe it would average out to $30. But this is on top of what I'm already regularly using. So this was one of those things that I felt like I really needed to have work for me and show me noticeable results. So my prescription for Musley is the spot cream. It's the Erase number C, and here are the active ingredients: 12% hydroquinone, 6% kojic acid, and 2% niacinamide. So kojic acid and niacinamide are known to be brighteners, and hydroquinone is known to be something that will definitely stop pigment from forming and to erase it. Now, the prescription for this is used twice daily, 2 pumps morning, 2 pumps at night. So on a fresh, clean face, I've been doing it. What's interesting is this is my second bottle. I'm nearly out of this. I'm about 2 weeks away from getting my renewal of this. It'll be the third bottle I've had. And one bottle is supposed to last 2 months. This is my second bottle of this. The first bottle I had, I felt like the formula was different. It looked different. This pumps out as a white cream. And as you start to rub it together, I can feel between my fingers there is almost like a powdery residue. I can feel it. And it feels like I have a ascorbic acid, which is a vitamin C powder from The Ordinary, and it's basically a white powder, and you can put a scoop of that into any face product you have. But when it doesn't fully kind of combine, it feels powdery like this, or it almost feels like if you're using a natural deodorant that has baking soda in it, that kind of powdery, gritty feel. So I don't like the feeling of this. And the first tube of this I had didn't have that. The color was yellow, and it was more hydrating, more cosmetically elegant, because when I rubbed it in, it felt like I was putting a serum on my face. It didn't feel like I was putting a layer that later felt gritty. Now, when I continue to layer other skincare over the top, I don't have that gritty feeling anymore, but I will tell you it doesn't always feel like it's sinking in. And there have been times when, like if I'm perspiring, I'll do this and I'll see that the product is pilling up. And that never happened with the first tube of this I had, only with this one. So I'm curious to know. And the other thing I should tell you is that the active ingredients and the percentages didn't change from the first bottle to this. So I don't know whether it was a change in their way that they compound it, whether it was somebody else did it as opposed to the first batch. Or maybe one is older, one is newer. I don't know. But they weren't the same. And I wish that this one was like the first one. So my next bottle comes at the end of this month, and we'll see if it is like this one or whether it's going to be like the other one. Let's talk about whether it worked or not. This spot here is significantly lighter than it used to be. I also have, you might be able to see it right here, a little bit of hyperpigmentation here. It was much more significant when I started using this at the beginning of March. And I have a couple of hyperpigmentation spots here that are definitely much lighter. So it has worked. Has it gotten rid of everything? No. But when I wear makeup, you really can't see it that well. Whereas before, this was always very much a standout brown spot. And I can cover it now with concealer or foundation, and I hardly notice it at all. And this is the one spot that's kind of been like, this is the reason that I wanted to try this. After seeing this, I'm like, it's 90 days. I still am not happy with the fact that I can see it. And my little spots over here, and I still have this little this melasma spot here. I do have spots that you still can see. Am I impressed with how much lighter they are? Yes. Am I happy? Yes. Would I like to see more? Yes. So I did actually write to the dermatologist in New Jersey and request, and this doesn't mean that I will get what I request, to be put on a different prescription to see if we can actually get rid of all of these spots completely. Because I've seen so many before and afters where people have like a lot of hyperpigmentation, a lot of sun damage, and then it's completely gone. And I'm like, if that's possible, that's what I want. So that's my goal. We'll see. So I'm going to keep using this. I'd probably do a solid 6-8 months of this. And I know it's kind of hard right now because, you know, summer's starting up, and the best time to start thinking about getting rid of hyperpigmentation is like in the fall. But I started in March, and so I'm just going to keep going. I'm going to keep my sunscreen on. I've been pulling my hat out for when I go on walks or I'm spending time outside, because I really do want to protect my skin so that I don't have any more hyperpigmentation spots cropping up. This is one of those things where I don't know how 100% I'd feel like I could recommend this. Has it worked for me? Yes. Has it worked for me in the way I hoped it would? No. Am I hoping that a different prescription will have a greater effect on some of these areas? Yes, and I'll have to get back to you on that. But I do feel like this has worked. It hasn't been the most expensive spot treatment I've tried. And if you have that extra $30, $40 a month, I think the initial charge is $80, and that's because you have a $20 fee for your consultation with your dermatologist. Then after that, it's just $60, and then they send you a renewing prescription every 2 months. So if you have the money and you've tried other things that haven't worked, this is the only thing that I have tried that has made a noticeable difference. It hasn't completely gotten rid of it, but it has greatly reduced it. And I think that with continued sunscreen use, staying out of the sun, and just being mindful, I'm definitely going to have more success. And we'll see if the dermatologist from Musley will actually change my prescription, because it'd be the same exact active agents at these same percentages with a added 0.5 tretinoin. And we'll see. I was hoping for like fireworks, and I got okay. If you've been wondering and you've seen it around, it does work. But I think a lot of it depends on your skin type, and I don't know that it's going to be the best thing for everybody. It has worked for me, and it's been the only thing that's worked for me. I'm sure that I could get, you know, some really good results with lasers, but it costs more than this does. So I'll start here. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being subscribed. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.